Yo, what's up? This one is my first stream, bro. A pala stream review, guys. First day, I mean. Let's see how it goes. Let's just see, bro.
Welcome back to day 11 here at Masters London and our last best of 3 of the event. It's going to be Leviathan taking on Vitality, and the winner will be moving on to tomorrow's best of 5 lower bracket finale, where they will face off against EDG. Golden Boy here alongside Mimi and Billy yet again.
Last match भाई मैं review किया था.
We got ourselves a
banger
matchup here, folks, because it's a classic story of EMEA versus NA. You'll love to see it. And why don't we go ahead and start first with the America squad, the last hope for the region here. Well, everyone's the last hope for the region in this case, but in particular for Leviathan, Mimi, they genuinely were the only ones still carrying it for the region up until we got to our top 4.
They went into an XLG who had gone out and beaten both other Americas teams, and they absolutely crushed them to get revenge for the region. It was a really nice approach. I think in particularly the defensive aggression and trap plays we've been talking about all tournament. Looks great yet again.
Okay, that looks great, bro.
Here you're seeing some of the rounds from Haven, where they were constantly creating problems for XLG, constantly pushing in these early rounds. And the thing is that a lot of these rounds are brand new. It's not stuff they were showing before.
LEV.
The big worry with LEV was the deeper they went into a tournament, the more counter-stratable they would be. The more
इसमें से जो भी जीतेगा वो चला जाएगा ग्रैंड फाइनल में.
And at least in that last game against XLG, it seemed quite to the contrary. It was dominant, it was fresh, and it gives you confidence in LEV going into today.
Yeah, they've actually looked unpredictable. If anything, I think whenever we've been watching this roster, they've been such an exciting team to watch. And as you mentioned, Mimi, coming into this tournament, we set the team up as this is such a prep-heavy team. They love to run similar things on maps, and like you're saying, they've only really been able to show so much. I feel like a lot of it has been on the fly, which in my opinion is really impressive when you look at King being able to lead these 4 rookies on the team. The only thing I will say though is Vitality and Coach Pal are very much known for their anti-strats back in EMEA, and they love to watch those demos back and be able to counter those.
But also on the same note though, I mean, Coach Owner as well and King, I mean, that's a great dynamic duo that has been working together for so long, and they're very good at being able to identify those things too. There's a reason why they've been so successful here. But for more on the IGLs, as a matter of fact, we had Jen Lee, our ace reporter, catch up with Yampi and King ahead of today's elimination matchup.
Here at King and Yampi, the OGs. Now, you guys waited a long time to get back here. Does it feel like a return or a new start for you guys?
For me, it just feels like a return. After 2025, not qualifying anything, being in the big stage, it definitely feels great to come back.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, for me a little bit the same, you know, like it's the first internationals in IGL, and you know, I had a longer break, you know, I was 2023 my last time, so yeah, it feels nice. And I don't know if King you remember, but you beat me in Champions 2022 in Liquid, so I'm looking for revenge today.
He's looking for revenge. It's been a long time, you know, you forgot, but yeah, what is your reaction to that?
I mean, that's a long time. I mean,
2022, bro.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you guys are happy to be here. I can see that. But experience from Vitality's side, fearlessness from LEV. What matters more today?
It has like cons and pros. I really like LEV's like stage presence. I'm really, you know, I see them having fun every game, and you know, I like to do that same. So yeah, it's gonna be a great battle today for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And King, when you guys were busy competing on that stage, 3 of the players on your team were still in middle school. So what edge do you have over Vitality today?
I mean,
it
doesn't really matter. I think we showed that we can be a great team even without that much experience. So I agree with Yampi. It's gonna be a great game.
Yep. Thank you guys, and I know this is a little bit late, but welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so today we learned that Yampi is holding a generational grudge on King that he just simply is not willing to let go. Fascinating stuff. Good news is, folks, the grudge continues because Yampi and King were facing off against each other in our 1v1 skirmish side select. So let's see if Yampi can start to get this book of revenge written here and start with his first chapter.
6 minutes to go, bro.
It's so serious, Mimi.
It is. He is bringing up the deep cuts going all the way back to 2022, but that was the breakout tournament for LATAM. You look at the history of this team, and all of these players, except for King, are brand new. Our rookies, like Jen said, were in middle school when the Vitality guys were making their name.
That was cold when she said that. I can't believe it.
It absolutely was. But
going back to 2022, Yampy on the radar is going back to 2022 as well.
Blinken, you missed it. Vitality pick up the win, 5-4, so they will get the skirmish side select. Well done. And it seems like Yampy's little by little getting his revenge, guys. This is great. This is great. Okay, now let's see if Yampy can win out in the next phase of this battle as we go to the picks and bans. Surely the W's continue. Let's check it out.
Hello and welcome, guys. Let's do the map veto for Leviathan versus Vitality. Vitality won the skirmish and they are choosing their side.
Olkkonen, Elias Olkkonen. We pick Team A.
Alright, Vitality picks Team A, which means Vitality is banning the first map.
I think Haven.
Alright, Haven is banned, Leviathan is banning next. Sorry, you said Breeze, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, and Breeze is banned. The first map pick for Vitality, please.
We like the cheesecake a lot. We do.
Big fan of Lotus cheesecake, so I can go with that.
Lotus cheesecake.
Alright, Lotus is picked, and the side for Lotus, please.
Attack.
Attack it is, and your map pick?
Split.
Split is picked, and the side for Split, please.
Attack.
Attack. Then we have Ascent, Fracture, and Pearl left.
That was
Vitality
split
is banning first.
What was the maps?
Ascent, Fracture, and Pearl left.
We ban. Huh? Yeah.
और ये सब भी होता था मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं भाई.
Alright, Ascent is banned. Last two maps are Fracture and Pearl.
Bumper.
Pearl is banned. Decider is Fracture and Vitality picking the side.
Attack.
Alright, let me give you a quick recap. We start with Lotus, Leviathan attacks. Then we go to Split, Vitality attacks. And if we go to the Decider map, which is Fracture, Vitality attacks. Everything correct?
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
Talk about the maps in a little bit here, but before we do that, we want to talk about what we've been seeing as far as the talent on this team, because, you know, you'd heard earlier, right? King's playing with a bunch of younger players, right? Some rookies are taking the stage, but so is Vitality. They have some young talent as well, Mimi, and that's going to be coming in the form of Sayonara, but he has a tall task today because he's dealing with the cool hand of Neon.
if you're talking about rookie of this tournament and looking ahead to crowning a rookie of the year at the end of 2026, I think there's no bigger front runners right now than Sayonara and Neon. Sayonara coming out of the Tier 2 system in EMEA, he was immediately a massive point of success regionally, and he's kept his nerve internationally as well. The thing that impresses me the most about him is how he holds himself, how he speaks in interviews, how calm and collected he is in all of these different situations that Vitality has had to be going through this tournament. But it's exactly the same on the other side for Neon. He's been so good, I think especially with the AWP in this tournament.
Oh, 100%. Neon has been great, and we've seen the kind of flexibility that he's able to offer. On the same side, Sayonara also been able to offer that deep flexibility for Vitality to pivot into whatever compositions they want. And I think that we need to remind ourselves too that Sayonara had been on Vitality's bench for a long, long period of time. They banked in on this kid early to be able to get him on their VCT team, and only just came into the roster for stage 1 before attending this global event.
And well, Vitality added veteran players
Vitality.
who they headhunted alongside those players that they had been developing. LEV took that risk. Owner going back down to Tier 2, playing in LEV Academy with the core of his team, fully taking the risk to put the team's future onto developing young talent. They have 4 players who are stepping into their first global event here. They're now into a final weekend, an opportunity to make it into a lower final, and showing that that development system for both these teams has massively worked out.
And while I'm excited for the prospect of this Leviathan lineup, the good news is for Vitality fans is you have a Durka, okay? And he is really freaking good at this video game. And look, is it Durkin time? We'll find out. Maybe we'll have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, but it could very well be the case here, Billy, because Durka has been playing some incredible Valorant.
100%. One thing that Durka can offer you at these global events is consistency. And yes, when I think back to how he was playing regionally in EMEA, it wasn't always hot, but coming into this event, stepping up to the global stage, we talk about players that thrive when the flashy lights in the big stages are right there, and he is one of those players. He very much lives up to every single moment.
from making it to that first big final in Reykjavik to now back here again. It's been an incredibly long career for this guy, and he's still so young, still in his early 20s, despite his tenure in this game. His consistency pretty much unrivaled. And he's had to wait a long time to do it. Was playing with his Vitality last year, that failed super team that could not live up to their promise.
Yeah.
Now finally in a position to do it again, to make a deep run, to get into a top 3 and play in that lower final. He's been waiting for this moment, and now that he finally has it, he has been delivering massively for his team.
Billy, I mean, you know, right, better than anyone else, that when the rumors and we were hearing all the hype around this team, the word of the day was super team.
Yeah.
And it turns out that maybe super team's got a little bit of a bumpy road.
The super team narrative for me personally was a little bit dead. I think that you definitely have super team players and superstar players when I think of your Derka, when I think of your Chronicle.
Yeah.
When I look at Profek and Sayonara, the kind of rookie that was promised to us as being incredible, certainly has stepped up to the plate. When I think about Profek, one of the best controllers coming out of EMA last year, but let's not forget, last year was his rookie year in Tier 1 when you consider the Tier 2 performances that he used to put up to. And then of course you have Yampi. He is newer to the IGL when you consider the roster that he built with PAL last year on BBL. So yes, you could envision this as a super team because of the superstar players you have on the roster, but I think that yes, they're yet to prove the fact that they can be a world-class roster.
Well, one of those big things, though, that we needed to see from them, Mimi, was how do they handle this pressure? How do they handle this aggression? And, well, in that Foot game, Foot were definitely bringing it to them there, and then they were able to just receive that very well, stop that in its tracks, and then the result spoke for itself.
I think Vitality have had very good big-picture approaches to these games. When I look at the HyperX match on their split, playing passive on extremities to punish HyperX's heavy aggression there and playing heavy for mid. When I look at this Foot game, in particularly the Lotus, knowing that this Viperless composition relies very heavily on slamming those hits towards A, towards C. They played back, waited for the util to come in, and then played Flood retakes, and the execution of all of that was very good. I don't think I've seen very flashy game plans from Vitality in this playoffs. They're not like LEV, who is going to come out with a million different individual trap plays that look super pretty, but what they will have is a good overarching read of how to deal with their opponent and extremely good execution in the micro of how to follow through on that.
And the main thing for me is that they look calm, they look composed, they look cohesive. When they're doing things, they're doing it as a unit. And that was the biggest thing coming into this tournament that I had said Vitality need to improve on to be able to have a deep run at the global event.
My big thing is I'm looking at the coaches, right? Who's going to keep the boys in track? Coach Powell has a great head on his shoulders, but so does Owner. They are masters when it comes to manipulating the game, how they want their opponents to play. This is going to be a masterclass. You're going to see a little chess match here, people. You should be prepared for this one. Get a cup of water, get yourself a snack, because it's going to be a good one. Let's send it down to the stage because we got to settle the score in a classic battle of EMEA versus the Americas.
Ahead of this, something will find Derka as well. This could be it.
Facing elimination doesn't really scare me. I've been here so many times.
Yeah, I mean, Derka and Sayonara are the ones that really you need to deliver here on this fracture.
I feel like if you want to win the event, you need to be able to beat everyone.
There's no fear on the side of LEV. It feels like they never had fear. Sato! And he wants more.
We want to enjoy it as much as possible.
Sensational for the young man.
We don't want it to be the last.
I really like Leviathan. Their energy on the stage is really fun to watch.
Us five just standing up, screaming our rounds, I can tell it definitely gets to the opponent's head.
I think Sato brings insane atmosphere to their team and to the stage.
Is this going to be a secondary ace from Sato in one series?
He's a mechanically great player. I want to see it for myself.
LEV closing in now. Oh, Sato!
I know everyone's looking at Sato and Neon right now. I don't think they have any pressure. They're showing why they're so good. Last team of Rankas against last team of EMEA. I know it's gonna be a banger. Let's settle this here.
On a global stage.
Real bad boy, man, a G to the end. Oh, inferior. I said them.
Slow, steady, and ready to trap their enemies. It's Team Vitality!
Not quite P, them man similar. Spot hates all like
which we're expecting, and being able to deny as much information away from them as soon as they can, really, when we consider how explosive Leviathan's composition is on this map.
You look at the rookies on the stage for LEV as well. 4 players stepping into their first global and now onto the biggest stage. And they're playing against some of the guys who have been there the most. Chronicle, Durka.
Mimi, they look comfortable.
They're the all-time best players of this game, but LEV doesn't look phased.
We've been doing this gig for a hot minute. Those kids look comfortable on that stage. They look comfortable, they look fine, but of course, I mean, Sato's waving to the crowd over there. I mean, this guy is definitely in the zone as well, but on the other side, you see that sign right there. Could it be Dirk in time? Because let's not forget, folks, on the other side, you got the likes of that man right there, and you also have people like Chronicle, game changers, people who have considered to be the GOATs in the game. Is it enough?
They haven't been there since 2023.
Let's go, bro.
Playing like this, it's been a hot minute for these two. But these are the matches they deliver. Today has really been about those players, those teams that rise under the bright lights. These are 2 of the best examples of it. This is one of the biggest tests for LEV. Even if you win today, you have to go into a lower final tomorrow. And this one is tough. Vitality, a team that's very good at preparation, very good at getting a read on their opponent. LEV, they've had a little bit more time off, so they have more to show.
And you mentioned LEV potentially going into that BO5 tomorrow. This roster only played their first BO5 in America's Stage 1. It was the first one that they'd ever played. That's how new and young this roster put together is. I think for Vitality, you need to get off to a good start here.
But it's not all comfort for the other side either. Sure, you have Durka, you have Kron, but for Sayonara, Profik, Yampi, Coach Bal, those guys are also stepping into a deeper stage, a stage of a tournament
right to the deep end.
They haven't been to before. For Yampi, he was here, but that was absolute years ago.
And he's still holding the grudge. So clearly he's got a chip on his shoulder. But one thing that I know for certain is that we are going to be treated to one hell of a matchup here. Because there's no world that Leviathan just wants to go without a whimper. And you know Vitality wants to show that EMEA is here to represent in their region. It's the last squads from EMEA in America fighting to stay alive. Folks, let's make
3 मैप चूज होता है, एक 2 मैप दोनों टीम चूज करेंगे और साइड भी, और एक मैप चूज करेगा ऑडियंस चूज करता है एक मैप.
Generation, same old battle. America's EMEA, a matter of survival. But these two look locked in, Mike. There's a lot on the line now.
I think probably with that caveat, this is the 2 best examples we could show right now. Vitality, again, on a run here that's had an asterisk next to it. This will be the true test for me. With the form LEV have demonstrated here in London, if they can come out here and at least show some dominance on one of these maps. And for me, the veto leans a little heavily toward Vitality. It's going to be front-loaded here. If we got to map 3, that's where this series goes into question.
Oh, it goes completely off the rails at that point. But I think all of us have enjoyed the prospect of both sides here, seeing LEV just find their footing, find that fire, and keep that tempo up. But Vitality,
4,
feels just like a
3,
team of sleeping
2,
giants.
1. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
So LEV starting out on the attack.
एक फेक कर रहा है सी पे,
on the defense.
4 बी पे जा रहे हैं. ओके, अभी पे ओमेन होल्ड कर रहा है.
Stack up behind this smoke here, Profik.
Like he knows, bro. Entry हो गया.
They find their way onto site safe.
भी plant होगा.
Actually, look at the pressure onto Profik as well, just before the spike plant.
And we've already learned the lesson. They don't care who they face, but Durka tries to remind them. A little note sent, and it's been received. Profik tries to steady himself, but LEV
भाई रेज क्या मारा भाई अभी.
Step by step, but where do they head? Where do they want to finish here?
I don't know about this double stack over towards C right now. Actually wrapping through the spawn. Amphi at least will have a chance to check
they are
back
going
towards
C.
the A side.
अच्छा सी पे वाइपर है.
Giving away a sound cue here. Blows tagged up, but still looking healthy in the 3v3.
अरे कहाँ देख रहे हो?
Yeah, it's Sayonara who I'm curious about here.
बताओ साइट एंट्री हो गया और इसे पता भी नहीं चल रहा है. ओके. हेड लगा था यार.
That's going to be life held for Neon in a 2v2.
No plant yet, so they're going to be able to run this down a little bit. Neon, the perfect bait off the dog here. It's Yampi now in a 1v2.
अच्छा 1v2 है, एक लो है.
A couple of key tools here.
इसका ही लो है.
Not really effective, so he's going to try and move forward. Neon and blows.
नहीं.
Waiting for this Yampi looking to catch someone on the cross out. Doesn't get it on that try.
अरे राइट से पड़ जाएगा यार.
Doesn't note the second player. It's going to be difficult for Yampi.
अच्छा ना.
Find an opportunity. And they're not giving him much.
Got plenty of time to play with, though.
Yeah, but they're calm on this, Lev. Lowe's now trying to sit in synergy with Nick.
Okay, अब वो low है.
It's quick from Yampy, though.
Low है.
And he's got to know where Blows is.
Let's go, bro.
First for the captain.
Let's go.
With the first strike.
Patience shown here by Yampy to clutch up a 1v2.
सही बोल रहा है. Patience से खेला है भाई. पूरा patience से खेला है.
To look for something with a fantastic Red Bull.
Reaction देख रहे हो भाई.
To kick off Lotus. I mean, they do so well to even get themselves into a comfortable post plant, considering
High diff हो गया भाई.
Kron actually drifting a little further afield than
पसीने निकल गए हैं उनके.
Just looking for information, but Sayonara gets caught off guard there.
Let's go.
King to invest at least a scope here in round 2, maybe to look for something. Expecting to see Vitality go forwards here with this purchase. Durka a chance to farm up early here. Chronicle will note at least presence early on. Control of Mound.
Oh.
Again, info on the other side of the map as well.
And you look at the most recent games with Lev, those 4-1s were working wonderfully for them before. I think this is a bit of a different beast and a couple of different players when you look at it, right? So I'm curious to see how Vitality have problem solved.
एक हमेशा भाई वो कर रहा है, फिक कर रहा है. Jet A पे गया हुआ है. Jet A पे है, बाकी चारों C पे है भाई.
I mean, I guess a cure at that point, a remedy for it.
अरे यार एक ही होल्ड कर रहा था, वो भी मर गया. एक वाटरफॉल है. Waterfall में बम मार दिया.
Gets a little isolated. Got to be careful not get overwhelmed. This could be dangerous, and they want in. He sends him packing with 2, but still this is damage, and this is a threat.
Spicy's going to get the upgrade as well.
ठीक है. दो ही है. हो जाएगा, retake हो जाएगा. Jet आ रहा है long C.
Don't want to find anything ahead of that smoke dropping either.
Jet C long आ रहा है. Retake हो जाएगा. Easy 3v3.
Has to make something work from behind. Doesn't catch Neon.
No. May have noticed it on Profit there.
Fade, आजा.
All going to be dedicated towards sight. So Profit's paranoia actually becomes pretty paranoid. Great reaction from Spikesin. Plays it forward on the corner. Yampy and Durka in unison.
Nice shot.
Neon, can you go wild here? That's one! The second just too far
nice
away.
Shot.
A fantastic round for Lev, even in a win for Vitality.
Beautiful opener here from King. Again, the patience shown, not to, noted early on, at least here towards Mound. Just whittle away here with the TP not noted, maybe not noted in the moment, but Sayonara still catching 2. Does really well in this situation. And he's kind of faced with a do or die moment.
Yeah, Raze
opts to go forward, so needed something.
Raze अच्छा निकाला भाई. In fact, बहुत अच्छा निकाला.
The fat at least.
Oh wow.
Often you see many round 3s looking like that.
Yeah, absolutely shambolic left in the bite. Durka though, trying to be
again.
Here. Lev, I feel like you still have to make them respect you first. They are going to be a confidence-based team. So
Why stick कर रहा है पे?
Vitality trying to show a little bit of force early on towards that C side of the map.
I just want to leave Lev guessing in terms of the buy, I guess, here with all that damage done.
अरे यार सीख जा ही क्यों रहा है भाई?
Could be a big round if Durka finds 2. Showstopper could come online very early for him.
We know that they're not too slippery when they play Lev. They're quite direct in approach. We hadn't seen them pump in many fakes or kind of working the map in that way. Now, obviously, with a different opponent, we see if that then changes potentially.
अरे यार, 2 C पे 2 B पे 1 A पे.
Not happy with what they've seen.
Wise spawn care कर रहा है.
Deal with the wall. Potentially open up some opportunities elsewhere. I mean, on an island right now. Expecting Vitality to maybe clear this space outside man, but actually opting for a rotation instead.
अरे यार वो भी rotate कर गए.
The right timing here for Yampy at least.
नहीं होगा, ये round भी हार गया ये. Definitely हार गया भाई. सामने वाले भी rotate कर गए ऐसे भाई.
Mike, as you noted, 30 quick on the rotation.
Okay, B wall टूटेगा. B wall टूट गया.
With 25 seconds, it gets a little bit dangerous here. You look
these pistols can shine.
This is when they certainly could, and now they look a little lit.
Lost here.
Yampy turns the flash. He takes a lot of damage. Dealt with brilliantly. Durka though with
अब B चले जाएगा वो भाई. अच्छा B पे है. Raze वापस Raze है भाई.
Durka still here. Has the satchels deny. Follow up. That's all it took, surely. And they don't have time.
Beautiful work here. Next to
भाई रेस निकालिया फिर से यार क्या सैचल मारा है 2 बार क्लिप्ड है भाई ये क्लिप्ड है
And you saw there was that just almost hesitation when they were eyeing up that A site. They went for the pivot. I don't mind what LEV were trying to do, but there was always that danger.
I mean, they didn't find anything. They took so long to even pressure towards A. They know potentially 2 players, maybe even a stack behind now. And then it's Yampi to be isolated, and they think, great, we've opened up the other side, outside of that stack.
Time खत्म हो गया भाई plant का what the
Have a massive effect in terms of Lev's inventory, but Durka will remove Sato immediately here. Showstopper now online.
I'm scared.
और A रेस कर दिया इस बार. Fade है Jet.
Towards it, but for Lev they need to stabilize. It feels like their approach has been quite well read, or at least considered by Vitality. Now, whether or not you can still continue that further forward is yet to be seen. Lev have opportunities here, but I feel like that first hurdle, they're not getting the same walk in the park that they've had in the past. However, eyeing up this A site, you can see
हो चुका है भाई.
It's being mirrored by Vitality. There's 4 players on this side of the map. So early.
अरे? OMEN कैसे मर गया?
There's not really anything to counterbalance that. Yampi will fall though. Slight overpeak from him. Durka's here though.
I've got your
shut this down. Let's deal with the Seekers. It doesn't really tell them too much though.
No, but they've got a lot of
Okay, now they know. Jet और Sky A पे है भाई.
He's done exceptionally well, and he's there early. There should be an awareness in the back of Lev's minds, excuse me, Vitality's minds. But again, they've given up a lot of space for this. Lev kind of threading the needle to find it, and Neon does get the reward.
अरे कहाँ से जा रहे हो यार? A main से B main से आ जाते भाई.
Actually heading all the way to wrap this from A. Durka still to note, Showstopper could do real damage here.
Yeah, but King feels like he's in that checkmate position. Oh, Sayonara,
nice.
A little bit of a sidestep on it, but the ult gets popped. This might be too little too late. Maybe not with Chronicle finding a way in. Sends the Showstopper.
ये रेज भाई हर राउंड रेज निकाल रहा है इसका.
With it all on the plate, 1v1. Another tap, blows, trying to be patient. Chronicle trying to dig him out, but he's got to go now. Blows knows it, he's got him dead to rights. Lev answering back with the final player.
ये अच्छा खेला भाई.
Lev here able to just cement control off site. Again, it's a beautiful kill onto Profek, the one that really shuts things down very early on for Vitality. So Chronicle's got so much ground to cover. Yeah, making that decision because he's noted on the wall. They're going to expect him outside B, but Lev don't lean into that. Happy to commit to some of these crossfires on site. TP available now for Spike. Neon just one away from the Blade Storm. Vitality down to just pistols and a hero rifle here for Durka. Chronicle postured up though.
Jeez. With this? Yeah, come on.
सीरियस कर गया. सी क्लियर है भाई. साइड क्लियर है पूरा. पूरा साइड क्लियर हो गया. ओमेन आ रहा है वैसे. अरे यार जब एक मर गया तो इन्हें पुश कर देना चाहिए था वैसे.
Again, it feels like it's just a really nice temperature check on how Lev like to play. But dealing with the rest of this round, I don't think it's going to happen. Sato taking space. Yes, it's against pistols, but you look at Sayonara now. He's got the
round गया भाई. Complete.
Durka,
अच्छा एक आ रहा है. अच्छा ओमेन देख रहा है पीछे. ओमेन और वाइपर का फाइट होगा.
Yeah. This 1v1 between him and Strike Scene, but over towards Spawn. Pressured back. Great catch here from Sayo. That opens things up here.
Nice shot, Viper.
This is when it gets dangerous. Now you got threats, you got a fight on 2 fronts. You need space. Wait, Durka's just saved him. And now Sato has to pop the odds just to kind of slow this down to stem the bleed. And it should. Oh my god, it's all getting a little bit hectic on the server. But Durka, I think,
1v2 हो गया भाई.
pretty close on time here.
Nice try.
Play it forward and Neon does very well. Again,
NT, bro.
Very light investment from Vitality. Not out of the chair yet.
Yeah, damage done. Well, a big ultimate from Sato, who's just desperate to convert here. Rightfully so in this situation. You have to respect the showstopper that late into a post. Not sure what exactly happened there. So, I mean, thank God blows falls to Durka at just the right moment.
And I want to put a little bit of credit towards Neon here as well. Considering that Durka made a very authoritative start to things, he was very much controlling the tempo, being very much in their faces. Neon's done very well to match that. Right back into it, leading the pack here. We've already had our eyes on this young man.
Speaking of.
And, well, talk about the amount of space he's going to get and the confidence.
फिर से सी जा रहा है यार ये लोग.
Get checked. Sayonara is so prepared for that.
Almost read very well into this seaside hit now, especially with the util being invested. Sato Caught with the blind. Lucky to escape with his life there.
It's going to get messy now. They have no idea what's going on. Is there going to be pressure beyond this? No, they actually just stall out for a second. They didn't want to crunch on that. Oh, but an angle found. And Sato going to have to try and get himself healthy again.
अरे यार सब के सब सी पे आ गए भाई 3v3 हो गया सी पे एक बैक शॉट आ रहा है दो बैक शॉट आ रहा है
Vitality can just freeze.
Just gotta be careful.
अरे लेफ्ट क्लिक
Allow for an instance to happen, but King's fallen. Closing reaction, Prophet on a heater, and it's all on Sato. 1v3, man. It would take miracles, and they ain't happening now. Vitality. Again, right place, right time.
ये round तो गया था
that round.
Again, a real opportunity, like I said, for Vitality to slow things down here, but LEV almost just misread or misgauge the timing here. There's a moment where you have to prioritize one of these fights. Once the smokes drop, all this U2 exchange expires, somebody has to go forwards. It's another situation where the spike's not being planted in that one window you would expect it to be. And again, LEV can rely on that scrappy fighting, but we're not seeing them commit just yet.
Yeah, there's not enough pressure behind it to really instigate anything further. Knives to be depended on for Neon here, I can imagine. Working with that operator, but back towards what we were seeing towards B.
अल्ट मारा किधर चला गया था ए पे
Different outcome here. Gonna be able to at least beat the wall. Spike's in gonna get himself over towards the blue room.
ए बी लिंक अल्ट मार दिया इधर
Neon looking again for a fight.
अरे यार ए बी लिंक के
Up
बाहर
the
दो है
challenge, and he spots his opponent. Again, Sayonara on the case. Neon this time respecting it enough. Eats the paranoia, but gets at least invested early.
Seeker's come out here, but it doesn't really slow Vitality down. Full 5v5 here in the post. It's going to be the question mark in this equation.
Oh, that's a nice little trade for Neon there, keeping things in equal footing.
सब के सब भाई वहीं पे है भाई
Sato in on it, Sayonara back.
सब के सब आसपास ही है
Time is
भाई
on Lev's side, and now you got to look at what's remaining.
स्मोक तो बढ़ के है भाई ले भाई अल्ट कर दिया भाई पर ये ले लो भाई एक तो ऐसी बहुत सारे स्मोक के ऊपर से वाइपर अल्ट मार दिया हिट लगा था यार
Taking charge here for LEV. Creating so much
अच्छा राउंड जा रहा है 4-3 है अच्छा राउंड जा रहा है दोनों के लिए अच्छा जा रहा है
on repeat because there's just nothing to do in this downtime. They trade perfectly out towards C-Link as well.
What a suck.
Again, you got to question what's being called in this situation for Vitality. I don't know, it's just waiting for one of the extremities to pay off, but it didn't even look close with those two engagements that were key for them.
Last place. 4-3 now.
I just noticed that was all without popping the blades.
Yeah.
That was just a shorty.
Which is wild, right? Like, that's actually outrageous.
It was in their spawn.
Just a different generation, man. Now, see Vitality feel they have the freedom, at least towards A for now. As LEV slowly start clearing towards C, or at least showing a little bit of something on C. They want to keep this clean. Hard to find stability in a tempoed game
C
like
क्यों जा रहे
this.
बार-बार ये लोग? I have no idea.
Well, Vitality happy to lean into conceding a lot towards B. I mean, correct read here for them. Sayonara really the one to do damage.
It's got the Guardian.
Time to hunt.
Yeah. And it's only a classic for him, sadly, so very, very hard to be imposing.
स्प्लिट खेल रहे हैं पूरा एक ए पे है एक स्पॉन पे है 3 सी पे है इधर से भी 3 सी पे है यार
It's very patient from LEV actually.
अरे रेस है इधर भाई गेट खोल दिया
Well, I say respecting.
Well, okay, rotating.
Actually led them astray earlier on with an awful buy from Vitality. What's the clock?
Gives you wings.
20 seconds.
With that Horn seeing nothing, it actually might compound the problems that are about to fall onto Yampi's plate. Because as it stands, LEV got the right read and a great catch from King. Again, showing some real diligence and patience with that explosivity. It is a lovely sight to see. This round, they've really buttoned up here. Again, this is against pistols and a slight upgrade for Sayonara, but beyond that, the way they've approached this so far, Mike, to me, tick in the box.
Way more clinical this time around. Damage a consideration, sure, but I think King's going to be moving forwards here. Money in a very good spot for LEV. Do still have the blade stormed off. Set that Sato building towards another showstopper as well. Yeah, not much left in this one for Vitality other than to wait it out.
There.
I'm curious to see if some of these slower rounds here, Vitality do go hunting. It's unfortunately, Chronicle the one to get a little more active on his defensive side.
Yeah. And I really want to kind of give credit here to LEV, because I know that in an exciting manner, we've seen that explosivity, their hyper-aggression, their kind of, I guess, willingness to stick to their ethos as well. And they've rarely been challenged in it to this degree, but seeing them already adapt a nice amount of patience is really...
बहुत ज़्यादा split खेल लिया था last round यार, बहुत ज़्यादा split खेल लिया.
It's brilliant to see a bit of depth to them as well.
And again, the readers
Defend में बहुत ज़्यादा split खेल लिया यार. एक spawn पे, एक side पे, एक दूसरे के spawn पे है.
Again, the way in which they're winning out is kind of slowing LEV down on that initial approach. We were talking about the smokes dropping and kind of being left in a weird spot where the spike's not planted and they're not then committing to that second wave that has suited Vitality more so, but still.
दूसरे region का commentator था वो.
Scoreline here. Now this Coinbase win condition for Vitality certainly going to be built around maybe making use of more players on one side of the map. I certainly do want to see them maybe dig out a player like King. We've seen Neon to be the one lurking outside rubble and kind of posturing up. And again, it's always a clear indicator in this sort of composition. You see one of the duelists, there is an opportunity to do something.
Yeah, we'll see if they can figure it out. Again, audience-wise, I think you can hear it at home. The LEV fans have turned up today and already seeing a nice bit of resilience from them here. But buy back in hand for Vitality. And a necessary one. You could kind of feel the change.
Similar situation to what I was just talking about. Neon's probably going to go forwards here with an operator to look for something. Does have the Blade Storm, so he can play a little more aggressively.
There's 3 players here, though. That is a decent amount to try and clear. But Yampi's got to be careful. Okay, going to be seen on the haunt. How do they react? It looks like with a proactive approach here, noting the operator. I guess you've got to just steady the ship on sea, make sure you don't get overwhelmed and fall in the meantime. They've taken the space back towards rubble as the exchange, but LEV carrying on, and Chronicle's going to be caught in no man's land. How is he still alive? Finally cleared, and a bit of a mistake it felt like there from Chron. Maybe just trying to back himself in a fight, but has given up the side.
यार साइड पे एक ही है. वो भी मर गया भाई. Waterfall 2 है. ये राउंड विन पॉसिबल नहीं है. भाई जेट को देखो कहाँ खेल रहा है. वो स्पॉन अभी भी स्पॉन पे है. इधर पूरा टीम फाइट ले रहा है. आ गया प्लांट हो रहा है. अरे यार ये लोग वापस सारे के सारे बी पे हैं. सेव कर रहा है ये. सेव कर रहा है.
They're opting here to hold on to what they've got.
भाई
like I said, if that's the
सेव
call
कर
on
रहा
one side of the map, I mean,
है.
4v4
है वैसे.
Back out of sight, maybe.
Either back out or commit to it.
Yeah, it was
honestly,
that
trade out on the front line. Con's got a smoke to slip into. I mean, it's not like it's black and white. There's an opportunity for him.
भाई देखो तो कहाँ भाग के गया है.
I just want them on the same page if they're going to do it, and I think that.
In case अगर waterfall रहे तो.
They're going to lap that up.
Ticking the box for me though, coming out of a timeout, is to see the thing I want Vitality to do, which is to pressure at least onto Neon. Again, don't necessarily learn too much behind that. Certainly, Vitality, a team that have done their homework, they have to have a decent understanding of the approach here.
Yep. Sato's starting to get a little bit more animated on stage, but this is all business for now, right? Hard to feel fully secure in it, even though it's a great string of rounds, seeing where they hit, right? The opening, yes, good for Vitality, but once we got into the kind of meat of it, once we got into the buy rounds, it has been LEV at the helm. Now, do we see an adjustment here for LEV? You were noting that they were kind of pressuring towards
I think
Neon.
It's the perfect response now if Neon shows. The unfortunate thing being Vitality have completely switched up the defensive formation here. It's going to be fairly all in and direct here from LEV.
ये hard rush कर दिया भाई. अरे यार.
Gorgeous, but Chronicle just swinging it. I feel like some of this is a misread. It feels too
side clear हो गया, पूरा ही clear हो गया side तो.
Will absolutely thrive in these environments as they are, looking dominant as they take the site and more than likely take the round down to Durka, Sayonara, and Profek.
Retake hard है, थोड़ा सा tough है. क्योंकि उधर का 4 बंदे जिंदे भाई और सारे के सारे साइड पे है.
Need a free catch here. Could it be Dirk onto King?
अरे ओमेन
ओके forced off heaven at least, but
डग आउट नहीं देख रहा यार. ड्रॉप नहीं देख रहा. ड्रॉप पर भाई रिफ्लेक्स था भाई. Now they know.
At least in eyesight for now. The time is ticking.
अरे यार टाइम ही नहीं है.
It's over. Surely no time to play. Walking outside.
टाइम ही नहीं था भाई.
Another one for Lev.
Beautiful call here from Lev, anticipating Vitality are going to replicate the same thing, but actually Vitality switching things up. Chronicle a little bit of an overcommitment to that opening engagement. You know, he just wants to maybe do some damage here. I mean, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but
निकल सकता था अगर
so quickly to catch the second player coming on to bolster this site hold. And even there,
निकल जाता अगर रेज स्टिक रहता और वाइपर कवर दिया रहता है ना तो निकल जाता.
Comes a little flustered when it comes down to that 2v1. Beautiful.
थोड़ा 6 हो गया यार. फिर से ये पोस्ट कर दिया. इस बार 3 पे है.
I'm really genuinely enjoying this. Vitality looking a little, as said, out of sorts. Let's see if they can button up now. Looking like they want to make a bit of a pressure play. They're already kind of aware of these traps. They're seeing it.
But yeah, far enough forward now to read the util, know what's going on. Know they have an opportunity elsewhere on the map. Sayonara is close enough to at least provide some support to Chronicle.
And keep in mind, they are currently almost abusing one of the most decorated players in this game, Chronicle. They are making it look like that's the goal. Sayonara here in support. Let's see if they can be, again, synchronized in this. But Lev laying plans for later, not committing to this C approach.
जा क्या करना चाह रही है भाई? वापस ए जा रहा लगता है. 2 B पे 2 C पे 1 A पे और ये लोग ये आ गए. एक वाइस भी चला गया. Okay, Viper.
It's 4 to creep back behind this now.
What a lovely gear shift. Again, going back to those 4-1s that we know they're notorious for. They have the Seekers if they want to get some security on the site in case they're walking in blind. They'll get great information on this as well. They know they've got room to play into here. Prophet desperate to catch the cross, but has to give away position. Yampi on the right side of the map.
OMEN drop
This could get dangerous, it could get close, but they've found safety numbers. They've found security in this. Plant now in playtime on their side, and Lev lighting up the kills. Spikes in, once in, buries him alive. Chronicle and Sayonara, do you have it in you now? A 2v3, and Sato falls. Okay.
2v2.
This time, order is Chronicle.
Big ult here from Chron.
Yeah, now you got to make the most of it though. Blows, gets involved early, takes the head off of Sayonara's shoulders. Chronicle left to do it all. The time is running low, and they are running away, making it work for his dinner. King! There'll be none of that. Lev look a cut above Vitality on this side.
Looking so composed here. The situation is where you expect Vitality's well-drilled retakes to really excel. It's the likes of Sato to find crucial kills. He blows us into the smoke here. A freebie found.
That moment, just swinging out.
Getting ahead of the ultimate is so key. Monaco, unfortunately, just has to chase somebody down in that situation. Lev looking all in once more. Neon to lead the charge here with the operator.
दिख गया. वाइस को दिख गया.
Good luck, Yampi. Got to get out of there, mate. There it is. Okay. Flash on the wall.
Okay, Beeling से है.
Scale up. Back to their 4-1s. Back to business.
अरे फ्लैश आएगा यार. अरे.
They've lost it. Composure starting to wane. They got the info. The swing looked a little too choreographed, but it
nice.
And now Vitality want to get involved. Prospect shoulders up, takes away Sato, down to 3. Advantage to Vitality.
So still desperate to hold this cross here, Neon. Maybe have to get close enough to work this off though. Ooh. Ton of damage comes through onto Sayo. King actually on the back of that slips through. He's in a world of trouble right now.
Sayo screwed. Surely he can't live here. Dead, gone, bye-bye. 3v3. Yampi tries to backfill the space, but Neon overwhelmed. And then catch.
Okay. 1v2.
Lev absolutely outclassing them on all fronts here. They've re-secured A. They took the long road for it, but they've got it.
निकल जाएगा ये लोग का.
Another 1v2 presented. Lock to hand. Not sure if he can find an upgrade, but gonna push forwards regardless. Lev slipping into tree here. Gonna force Chronicle to work.
दोनों ट्री खेल रहे हो भाई. आपका भाई दोनों लाइनअप अगर आ गया भाई. गलती से अगर लाइनअप आ गया भाई. दोनों के दोनों मरेंगे भाई.
These early spots, but
अरे नहीं यार.
as that spike starts ticking, he's got to make a move here. He must know now that they've given up sight and they're in towards tree.
And it feels too little, too late, but I'm happy to be wrong. The swing, it is together, it's in unison, and it's dominant from LEV already, 8-4. These guys look astounding.
Yeah, beautifully called.
ये जो ओमेन किया भाई वो इंटेंशनल था.
To say as well, Sire's getting a ton of kills. Chronicle, unfortunately,
ओमेन का इंटेंशनल था भाई वो.
I mean, that's not to take anything away from the way LEV are approaching this. Really
ताकि जेट भाई अटेंशन पूरा ले लिया यार. जेट मार दिया जाके.
Highly impressive stuff, but a man who started well.
देखो बोला impressive step था.
And we spoke with him about Vitality's dominant win over FUT for this HyperX player moment.
I mean, I thought game against FUT will be a bit closer as it usually was. I feel like SOP and Xeos didn't have as good game as they usually have. I feel like they might be tired, maybe something else happened, but also I think once you play someone 3 times in a row, you kind of get used to them, and in my opinion, they're still a very strong team, and we were kind of surprised that it was a bit easier than it used to be. So yeah, we were actually like doing really great on the server and kind of like recognizing the patterns or also knowing what to expect from them.
With every peak, with every bit of pressure that's placed on the shoulders of FUT, they keep opening up even more mistakes. You can see it in the way that they're playing. It's wide swings, not set up at all. It's death from 1,000 cuts. Vitality perfectly happy to dish this one out. Cristali doing his best. It's 3 quick kills, but immediately evens out.
I mean, getting at least top 4 this event already feels amazing after missing so many last year and even this year missing Santiago. I think means a lot for me because now I got like a couple friends with me, Yampe and Chronicle, also 2 new teammates, Rofek and Sayonara, so I'm really excited to play with them still. I really want to show people how good we can be and how much we prepare for this tournament or even this year overall. I think we can do even better than top 4 at this Masters.
And I have to say it again and again to me here. LEV have come out and set the bar exceptionally high. The in-game leadership on point, the adaptation on point, and they are gunners in the server.
Yeah, it's the level of comfort as well. Vitality, like I said, barely even, you know, forcing any sort of pressure onto LEV. A number of situations here where you tee up certain players. I come back to Chronicle, unfortunately not to harp on it, but he's good for his 1 usually in that anchor position. And I mean, historically even good for 3 in those situations. Fortunately now it's the perfect recipe for LEV. Again, you question this composition, or the questions around this composition here. They don't have to force the issue now on the defensive side. Certainly a lot of work to be done here for Vitality to get back into this.
Bring them down.
Heavy lean towards C here for LEV. Prowler at least will plant the seed of doubt. Smoke here could potentially weaken Spike's ability to anchor solo here.
और ये वो लोग सारे के सारे हमेशा C पे ज़्यादा prefer करते थे और ये लोग यहीं पे आया हुआ है.
On this as well, it feels like they're going to miss the boat a bit. Maybe banking that the smoke is being respected as kind of a feign, but at this point, if your spike's in, you've got to stay on guard, and the rest of LEV have got to feel something's not right. We've not heard a spike plant on B, we've not heard any deeper utility. Spike's in now knows it. They've been slowly creeping towards that A site. He has help as well. Blows beheaded though. Sayonara saying goodnight to him. That's the first. Spike's in back sight. Didn't commit to
now they know, now they know.
Paranoia, tries to invest, plays ahead of it, plays up front of it, tries to maybe buy some time, some rotation, still holds his nerve, holding the ground.
Why, Viper, why did you push, bro?
No,
why did you even push?
Into a 3v3.
Rofek just found Spike's in through the smoke, I believe.
Had to have been. And the re-swing here as well. Vitality don't even have the plant down. King's taken away Yampi. They get themselves in on the site. This is where it could go terribly wrong. Already Sato there. King!
I knew it, bro. I knew it.
Punishing the hesitation from Vitality. LEV are looking too good.
Vitality
वो वाइपर को तो वैसे पुश नहीं करना चाहिए था वहाँ पे. जान रहा है पिस्टल अब वो राइट क्लिक करेगा. डेफिनेटली राइट क्लिक. क्लोज में भाई पिस्टल क्यों पुश करना है?
Sato's up.
It's heartbreaking as well because Vitality get the first kill you want to see.
4-9 हो गया यार.
Just can't dig him out of that position.
Oh, we are seeing a bit of a buyback in here as well, actually. Investment coming out from Vitality.
So maybe turn a pace here.
एस वेस कहाँ से हो रहा है यार? ये सब गेम में एस कहाँ से होगा? बहुत है यार.
Offset that as well. Sayonara and Profek.
प्रोफेशनल है यार ये लोग. मैच प्रोफेशनल है. एस वेस बहुत रेयर है.
Stack towards mound. They didn't get to kind of figure that out early. So that's going to be something they have to learn pretty quick. No catch on the flash. You can see how deep Vitality is still playing.
Spam. Not too far off here from connecting.
वापस से जा रहा है ये लोग.
Now will at least no.
अटैकिंग में क्यों ले लिया यार ये?
Side of Vitality. No secrets about this on the way in.
Yeah, he's here pretty quick, and I wonder.
अटैकिंग में आउटलॉ लेके बैठा हुआ है. वो भी क्लोज जा रहा है. साइड से क्या कवर देगा आउटलॉ से? ले भाई.
This team can be. Finally coming in, Lev all ready and waiting. Already Sayonara falls. Profek wants in. This is madness.
अरे पागल है क्या ओमेन भाई?
Trade, but it's just too far. Feels a little desperate. They look dead to rights, man. This is Lev looking so locked in. Shots from Chronicle, but it's going to take the original Iceman himself to even keep hope alive to deny 10.
They're both one shot.
If anyone's going to land it.
Spicing gets on here, needs to find this one, the satchel to slow things down.
Down, massive, but it works. Blows will get it done. Not a pretty kill, but a critical kill. And 10 rounds for Lev.
4 on this round here for Blows. And again, it's a moment where Vitality make the right decision.
I feel bad for him, bro.
It's just a solo attempt in towards drop.
And only made really close by Chronicle.
Yeah. Only a chance here in the clutch, but fortunately there's a smoke to side.
Reload आ गया भाई, नहीं तो
just can't buy the time, and a very awkward exchange to end it. Vitality will pump the brakes here, take their second time out. Left still chilling. Haven't had to take a pause for thought. Already at double digits. Vitality going to be thrown off kilter ever so slightly. With that purchase, don't really net good old progress out of that either. And a tough task lays ahead of them.
14 हो गया यार.
Certainly a way back into this, but they are reducing that margin with that round 2 force for sure.
And again, need I remind you, this is Vitality's map choice. They opted to come into this, sit at 4 rounds, 3 of those garnered at the very start of the first half. Since then, it's been a lockout. Lev have looked a cut above, quite substantially too. This hasn't, I mean, in a couple of rounds gone a little close short, but it hasn't felt that close here. Lev look better.
As well, just a perfect example of that previous round where I said Lev with this scoreline don't need to force the issue on the defense. They're happy to make Vitality sweat.
Bring them down.
14 हो गया यार. क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन है यार. अंडर प्रेशर आ गया वो तो. Vitality अंडर प्रेशर आ गया.
Neon a little deeper, but does have support in the form of King. Retrieved here. I mean, still some investment.
Split खेल रहा है. Rotate कर रहा है.
I mean, Vitality just need a round.
Yeah.
Of course they do, bro.
Sounds a little too simple, but that's
भाई 14 है. राउंड नहीं निकालेगा तो क्या होगा?
All too easy to clear.
They just need round.
Definitely. The pressure that's mounting. Trying to back away in time, and he does just about.
I mean, if you can buy time again, this is going to be critical for Lev.
And look at Sato. He is so early. Right place, wrong time though, Sayonara on the clear. And the B side looking like where they might pivot towards. But caught before the smoke plume. Blows, stands guard, and Durka taking so much damage. And there he is, Neon waiting. Took away Kron, took away Durka. This man doesn't care about the old gods. Irrelevant in his mind. As Profek and Yampi desperate to convert around. Taking so much. LEV are just better by all accounts. With 24 HP and a bit of a dream. Oh, it's just not gonna happen. Leviathan again, step by step, looking so much sharper today.
You see these situations now, the pressure starting to show. Vitality have to go so deep to try and convert some of these opportunities they have. And unfortunate here, I mean, just getting caught ahead of the smoke. Durka then has to find a kill, right? Has to equal the odds. Up against the ropes now, 3 rounds to continue this streak for LEV. I mean, look at the timeline.
It's dominance, man. How many times
4-11 हो गया यार ये तो
again, both of these two suffering under the hand.
अब कहाँ से निकाल पाएगा यार एक तो फंड्स तो नहीं है ओडिन कर रहा है
There is a large difference between them so far. At least here on Lotus.
अपोनेंट में ओडिन हो रहा है इधर भाई सिंगर लेके घूम रहा है
And Neon not relenting. It's endless.
So happy to keep pressuring here, knowing that they're up against financial struggles.
लो भाई लो भाई लो भाई हो गया ओडिन ओडिन सब हो गया भाई
They look fantastic today. 12 rounds in the blink of an eye.
भाई
Nothing's stopping them right now. Walking all over Vitality.
First chance to see actual rifles in hand. Some ults here. But LEV have found 12.
भाई बम से मर गया भाई ये
Replicating that previous map performance in a dominating fashion. Seekers available for blows. Again, these rounds aren't really reliant on the investment coming from LEV.
अब है प्रॉपर गन भाई 4-12 है कहाँ से भाई पॉसिबल ही नहीं है
To extend play here on Lotus.
नहीं
None of the map feels particularly safe either. You don't want to go towards Mound. You don't know if maybe Neon slipped on B again or what's gone on towards Rubble. You're working in the dark.
There's 4 on this side as well, Lauren. It's been absolute bloodbath to end here.
लो भाई सब ए पे है
They haven't shown face just yet.
अरे bro
I mean, it's in no man's land though.
Does he get away?
They need this kill.
They can't shut him down. Oh, caught by the seas though. He's got help. You never just find one. They try and stand shoulder to shoulder. But Chronicle and Sayonara finally get them an advantage.
दो निकाल लिया भाई
Investment here. Won't catch anything though. Neon not going to be noted initially here. Blows us now, Sayonara.
Oh man, oh look at it! Line him up and knock him down, Neon and King, to try and do it now! To take him across the line and Chronicle on 10 HP. But LEV, absolutely relentless in the pursuit of perfection! Map 1, dominance!
Let's go bro, let's go.
And that was Vitality's choice!
Well, a single look in here for Vitality, 13-4. Do not go anywhere, we will be right back with Split.
Nice. क्या हो गया आवाज को
history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again. That's
steps up to the plate, and he can knock this one out of the park. Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats.
Tired of off-season blues once Champs is over? Fear not, because Valorant is coming to the Esports Nations Cup, where players split from their clubs and compete for national pride. Will EMEA turn every round into a chess match? Is Brazil about to turn every map into ranked? Will Team USA ego peak every single angle? The final event of the year is not to be missed. Esports Nations Cup 2026. See you in November.
So they're about to meet loads of fans. I know they're going to be queuing around the block to meet these two. First of all, Bosa, what's it like seeing all your...
I ain't got no limit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm limitless. I ain't got no limit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm limitless. They can stop me now, yeah, that's right. Cause I'm limitless. It's my turn right now, watch me work. Yeah, I'm limitless. I ain't got no limit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm limitless. I ain't got no limit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm
things. Yeah, candlelit, I imagine. Big news coming from Camp Fnatic. You've got a new member joining the ranks.
Yes, we do. Yes, you could say... Oh, I was going to say it's cloudy, but it's not that cloudy today. So the sun is out, but yeah, cloudy, smiling, and yeah, the vibes are good.
Yeah, and tell me, what kind of role is he going to be filling within the team? Is he going to be flexing?
Yeah, he's going to be flexing and just kind of filling in what we need from him. Yeah, that's about it.
And why Cloud? Why was he the right fit for Fnatic?
I think Cloud is a player with a lot of accolades, or I think that's the word for it, accolades.
Accolades.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think he has the experience and the capability of being a Fnatic player, I'd say.
But can he listen? Because he has been an IGL.
Well, that's what we're hoping too, because we don't have much time for prep before stage 2, and I think he's got the tools to be able to use his IGLing ways to learn faster too.
Well, I'm really excited to see what happens with you guys in stage 2. Onwards and upwards for Fnatic, I think. Very quickly though, before I let you go, is it going to be a Vitality win today?
It's going to be a close game, but I think Leviathan are more exciting to watch. I think the rookies, they've been owning. You know, we are in Europe, but yeah, I'm going to go for Lev.
Oh, interesting. Very quickly, same question to you, Bosa.
You know me, I'm going for Vitality today, only because Chronicle and Dirk are there, and Sayo, I guess. And so, yeah, I gotta support the ex-Fnatic lot.
Well, I think they will be really appreciative of that. Thank you so much, guys. Go meet your fans.
Let's go. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. 32. Let's go. Let's just go. अब ये दोनों राउंड जीतना होगा भाई. वाइट को दोनों, VIT को दोनों राउंड जीतना होगा. और जो जीत रहा है वो ग्रैंड फाइनल में जा रहा है भाई. तो VIT अंडर प्रेशर है भाई. उसको तो दोनों में से कोई एक भी जीत जाएगा तो इसी.
Here with Coach Owner of LEV. Owner, congratulations. Dominant win on Lotus. King was, reading Vitality like a book. Neon was on fire.
Honor of
went really
LEV.
well against Vitality.
We had a plan. We had a lecture on how they approach that map. We've been training against team with the same style, so we were kind of prepared. But the boys did a really good job individually. So I think that many things connected at the same time.
Good preparation and good execution. Thank you very much, Owner. That was Owner, and he seems pretty happy about what happened to Lotus.
And he has every reason to be, because Leviathan are showing Mimi why they are forced to be reckoned with in this tournament with that win.
Yeah, the read was really good going into this match against Vitality. They play very passive on the side of the map where they have their Sentinel utility. So LEV in these slower rounds put a big emphasis on late, contacting into that space and popping onto Chronicle's site. And throughout this game, pretty much every time Chronicle tried to hard anchor, he was just getting absolutely destroyed by LEV, who were then fighting incredibly deep in these post plants and making Vitality's life an absolute nightmare to try and get back into Lotus.
Something that I was really impressed with was LEV being able to switch up what they were doing, right? Going for these contact style rounds, but then also being able to be explosive with those ultimate rounds as well, which was really impressive for me and shows how they're adapting throughout this event as well and how they've kind of grown throughout the global stage, I think is fair to say.
Yeah, I think Vitality, this is a really tough way to start this series. The Lotus is a map that has been very good for them already, but they couldn't get the Durka off online. They couldn't find solutions to LEV contacting back in. This is a really rough start for the last EMEA squad in the tournament.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of this Vitality team, right, and what they've been putting together in this tournament, right? We had the chance to chat with Pal and really see how this team was growing. But then when you have a Verizon high-speed moment, clips like this where Neon is just going nuts, Billy. It's like, I talk about this, the calm composure of this player on stage. Nothing illustrates more than this round right here.
Yeah, I mean, Mimi mentioned Durka attempting to get the operator up, but anytime he did have the operator up, Neon was just in his face.
कितना टाइम लगेगा भाई ये सेकंड नोट शुरू होने में?
You see the overextensions that he has here as well. He's constantly not only able to create space, but be able to create deep space for the rest of his team and take control of that. You see, every position we see him in on that attack there was so pushed up, so pushed forward against Vitality, which Vitality struggled against PRX the other day, I think, when I remember correctly, especially in the Fracture. So I'm a bit confused as to how that caught Vitality off guard. You know what these players are capable of.
Yeah, I think it is interesting to contrast this series to the game against Foot, because there it was very effective to play close, wait for the utility to expend it, play these flood retakes. Here, it was a Leviathan who was doing a great job of constantly pressuring, fighting in these post plants like you're talking about at Neon, and that really ruined the game plan for Vitality on this map. And if you look ahead into this series to a map 2 of Split, I think it's going to be a very similar approach in LEV's post plants of constantly pressuring, fighting forward, making it a huge challenge to play these retakes.
Yeah, I mean, we now make our way over to Split, as you had talked about, Mimi, map 2, and if you're Vitality in this situation, Billy, right, you know, backs against the wall. This is LEV's pick. You had your choice. You went Lotus. It's been good for you. You only got 4 on that son of a gun. And now you find yourself pretty much at death's door. How do you respond? That's the question.
I think the good thing for Vitality here is that they can find some confidence in knowing that they were able to take Split off of HyperX the other day. And honestly, coming into this map veto today, I was questioning where were LEV going to spin their map veto, because I think that they have quite similar map pools across the event, that at least that we've seen from both teams so far. So honestly, yes, this is LEV's map pick coming into Split, but I think for me it's 50-50 when I look ahead to Split.
I think it's fair to say that. But I think what's surprised me today is how much the LEV players have been able to hold up to this pressure. We keep talking about the next step, the next big game, the next great hurdle. And if a team of 4 rookies can stand tall to that and be able to stay in their own form, play their own game, and perform to the level they have all tournament, and they've done that yet again. They've just crushed some of the players that they were looking up to when they first started playing, when they first started watching this game. And now a map away from that lower final, a map away from a game against EDG here.
You also have the blessing of the Valorant Pope as well. So, I mean, at this point, everything stocks are high for Leviathan. But realistically, though, for Vitality, this is a team of veterans who have been just through the ringer time and time again. Question is, can they dig themselves out of it? They're going to be leaning on a couple of individuals to help them do that. And one of those is going to be their coach, Pal. Jen had an opportunity to catch up with him ahead of map 2.
Here at Coach Pal of Vitality. Pal, what was holding you back on Lotus? Do you feel like you guys need to maybe simplify things a little bit on Split?
No, I don't think simplify necessarily. I think we made way too many mistakes, just partly on an individual level. I think they had a fantastic timeout on our first one that we just got it the wrong way around. So fair enough to them. And now it's just about making sure we're playing to not let each other down. Don't go out. I said to the boys, don't go out of a tournament a day where you felt like you've let each other down. Go and actually play with a bit of, I want to help this guy out next to me. And very quickly, whether it's a joke, whether it's a trade, whatever, they'll pick themselves back up and get themselves back into the game.
Okay, thank you. Do it for the team. Let's see if Vitality can even this out.
Actually, great insight there from Pal, Billy. I mean, you know him quite well, and you know that energy, that attitude that he's bringing to the team, and they're going to need that on that stage, and they're going to need that lift of energy.
Yeah,
here.
I know Pal fairly well. I think definitely one of the things he'll be saying to the boys at the moment is to enjoy the moment, have fun. We've made it to top 4. You could have argued back in EMEA that they didn't even deserve to make it to playoffs because that fate was no longer in their own hands because of how rough their regular season was. Now you're at the global event. Now you're at a top 4 position. Such a great position for a bunch of these players when we consider Kron and Derka and the experience of them that we've spoken about. And I agree with him. We just need to
black and white
fun on the stage. That is when this team Vitality plays the best Valorant, is when they're having fun.
But one parallel that I want to draw between both of those interviews, Owner and Pal mentioned the individuals. For Owner, the individuals were shining. They were winning those battles. For Pal, the individuals were really struggling, as evident from what we were seeing in that game. So you're looking for that to step up here, but it's hard to have fun when you have Leviathan that are just running roughshod all over the server on you.
This team is incredibly hard to deal with. They're very aggressive. They are very confident in the way that they play.
Those fights. No
so
problem.
You have to look at the veterans to step up in this game. You saw it from Dirk already. Despite the loss, I think he had a solid map 1. He has been the shining light for this team so far in playoffs. He's been the guy that this crowd has rallied behind on this team. The guy that we've been waiting for years to be back at this point. 2023, the last time he and Chronicle were together in a top 4, competing to make it this deep. And now it's this young team trying to shut them down yet again, shut them out from having another chance to go this far.
In case you guys aren't aware already, doing a little bit of vamping here as we're getting everything set up, ready to go. The stakes are too high for this matchup, friends, so we just want to make sure everything's all good and ready before we start things up. Should be remaking the lobby, and we'll be jumping right into the action. And as soon as we are ready to go, we'll get out there. I got to find my way out in the crowd.
I love that chant. I can hear it almost. I can't quite hear what they're saying, but I can hear the chant.
Let me tell you, as a Latino myself, we're quite loud.
Yeah,
okay?
louder,
So
guys.
we know how to get a little loud out there. Ain't that right, Puppy? Hey,
I'm
a big fan of
literally
that. Big shout out to the Leviathan crowd who's coming out to support the squad. It's actually been pretty incredible to see the fan reaction for all the squads here. You know, even I know Frankie, we were talking to her earlier. You got a lot of Fnatic fans in the crowd who, you know, maybe they might be aligning with Vitality, maybe not. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Seems like there's some bad blood out there, Billy. You got a little bit more insight, right?
That might be a
भाई proper rod का stage बनाया गया.
Obviously wanting to cheer on Darka and Kron.
Yeah, how could you not?
From their Fnatic days, it makes sense to follow them and then support this Vitality roster.
Yeah, this team, of course, has a lot to work with here, but on the other side, I mean, you got Sato, young player who's lit the stage on fire with his attitude, with his presence, and we're expecting even more of that going in this map too, Mimi.
We certainly are. It was Neon that they were waiting to be able to play at this level, to turn 18 and step in, but it was the other two who were those prospects last year. You look at Sato, Spike, they each got to play half a year of competition in Americas. They were long-awaited players themselves to be ready to step into this level. They were on teams that couldn't do it, teams that could not deliver and make global events. But now they're here, the next generation of Latin America trying to take down two of Valorant's greats here on Split, already up a map dominantly in this series.
Billy, when I look at this here and I see the double duelist comps on both sides, I kind of just feel like everyone's getting what they want here. And we're going to see Durka on that Jet. We're going to see Sato on that Phoenix. This is going to be a bit of a brawl.
This is kind of what we've known these two teams for. When I think about
Let's
Sayonara
go, bro.
and Durka, they pick up that double duelist across maps such as Split. Sayonara really needs to go hard here, I think, especially when you consider the discussion that we had about him, setting him up as one of the potential rookies of of the year, right? Then I look over towards left side. They have very much leaned into this Neon, probably the most Neon-heavy team that's left in this tournament.
Well, folks, question on our mind is whether or not Vitality can bounce back and force a map 3. Let's go ahead and find out and kick off the action. Here are your casters for the game. It's Pansy and HyperX.
Let's just go.
Going to leave nothing to chance here between these two. LEV came out swinging on map 1 with a 13-4 result. Vitality
13-4 वो तो भाई बुरी तरीके से हारा है लास्ट मैच भाई. क्या बताओ भाई, क्या बताओ.
I mean, LEV got to be feeling themselves now.
इजी विन तो नहीं था पर धीरे धीरे वो अंडर प्रेशर आ गया. वो चार राउंड के बाद कभी जीता ही नहीं भाई.
A real opportunity for Vitality to fight back. I mean, probably one of the most dominant performances
of
the Pacific game domestically.
3 मिड खेल रहा है भाई.
HyperX, they have to replicate that.
3 मिड खेल रहा है seriously.
We starting here on the attacking
Spike भी
side.
मिड है.
LEV
Spike mid है.
in a position to greet any sort of mid presence early on. He's just shouldering for info right now. Will we notice on the
4 mid हो गया.
You see the ping come through there, just on the other side of the wall. Blows hasn't seen anything yet. They've actually proactively looking to clear mid. At least a glance behind the orb.
They had a little bit of a peek, didn't they? Does this get red? I mean, the way they're kind of stacking up on this, you can see the safety for Blows as well, kind of sitting pretty deep with that Sheriff. Not going to get the full connection they want, but still, Vitality having to work for their entrance. It's Sayonara that I'm looking at here. Hard to try and stand up to the test of a team with confidence right now. And looking to, I mean, play it deeper towards CT. Look at Vitality. Trying to maybe stamp some authority on the match themselves, but you can see the reaction is quick, it's pacey, it's down ramp already. There could be an issue on the site, and they've got to get moving fast, because here comes Spikes in, already clearing front site, they're already on the spike.
Surely not.
Guys, you've got to defend the defuse! They can't even deny it! LEV are simply better!
Read the situation
मतलब
perfectly.
क्या बोले भाई.
In the right place, they cleared
भाई
so proactively, and Vitality can't push any further into spawn. I mean, they can, but they don't. There's the one win-con here to regain control of Heaven.
इतना easy भाई cover मिल गया उसे.
A fumble here to kick off split.
Getting embarrassed in round 1 like that. Again, LEV don't need more confidence, but they're going to get it. Everything lining up, reading the game well.
भाई लास्ट मैच जीत गया भाई. अब ये भी मैच जीत जाएगा तब तो हो गया भाई. ये सूखा सूखा जीत जाएगा
See
फिर.
how they are crumbling. The start of this series. Found here, but Sato and Neon will shut this down. Sato on with the molly as well.
You want him to be farming, and he is. That's 3. Look at the ult, already halfway.
Just Quan left.
It's a formality, man.
Expected towards A, but I don't think he's really even going to get a chance to look in here. Yeah, Spike's just going to shut this down. Well, there's any threat, a flawless round 2 to follow, Lauren. LEV certainly looking to pick up where they left off from Lotus.
And again, it feels like...
shot there from Sato just over the top.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're playing with an authority way ahead of their years throughout this game. Confidence
2 राउंड ऑलरेडी हार चुका है भाई. अब गया ये भाई. इसी मैच में ये लोग निकल जाएगा. अरे भाई ये क्या किया.
2-0 though. Vitality have to answer back. It's not even a negotiable at this point. This is do or die, it feels like. This game just feels like it's been a drought.
That's that point where, I mean, domestically, we just saw things not clicking for Vitality here, just looking like some individuals struggling, certainly in map 1. That's why you want to see this first half be dominant for the likes of Durka, Sayonara, Chronicle in the lurk as well. Passive approach adopted here early on. But again, it's those win conditions. We didn't really see much pressure onto LEV. You want to see the macro adjustment for Vitality. Let's be cautious here in the first buy round. We stacked up here towards B main. I mean, Chronicle even making his way across. Bolster this.
Yeah, on towards the side, Neon looking calm under pressure. Cool, collected, getting the kills, swings out, drops another. Vitality being massacred by LEV. Chronicle and Yampi. We see how far away Chron is, and Yampi on a wild swing that's gonna go nowhere. It's desperation plays. This is not what you wanted to see if you're an EMEA fan. This is a problem. LEV looking untouchable today. Chronicle would like to just live, and he does. Well, he's going to have to fight for that.
10 seconds left.
Head for the hills now, but another example where LEV just looks so well
1v3 हो गया भाई, अब कहाँ से निकलेगा?
Fragmented in their approach.
They're chasing him with everything. Not going to stay alive. He's having a little look across the stage, but why would they care?
3 round already निकल गया अब भाई कहाँ से?
Add that to the streak that continues from map 1. I mean, Neon is just so composed here because he knows as soon as he takes contact here, he's got 2 that are going to flood in from heaven immediately. Vitality barely scratched the surface on this B site hold.
Got to get a grip on this game, man. This is passing them by. LEV continue, man.
I mean, the internal dynamic as well. You hear Power hinting towards it. It's like, we can't go out like this, guys.
Gotta go.
At least opening 3 rounds, I haven't seen that adjustment reflected just yet. Chronicle shut down here. That's the rifle removed.
Yeah, pass to the other. Durka going to pick it up, but from the cold hands of his fallen teammate, and Blows is being such a nuisance. Flash to come in as well. Having to fight this hard just to barely make a step towards the site. Nothing feels safe.
Nothing feels safe.
Durka has to go nuclear here with this rifle. Info here from Sire. Made up to maybe set things in motion, but Sato not noted on that deeper angle. Will shut this down. It's the rifle unretrievable now. It's just pistols for Yampi and Sire.
Oh, they're buckling now.
3 round जीत गया भाई, अब देखने का मन नहीं कर रहा मेरे को.
LEV's dominance continue.
4 round हो गया.
5 standing. It is stunning to witness.
I mean, typically I'd say an early timeout here almost
needs it.
Expected, but again, you come back to what Pal's saying. What discussion are you going to have here? He's obviously read into the dynamic today, and there's concerns coming out of that map 1 where he's willing them on to at least go down swinging. But they are being trampled, dictated to by LEV.
क्या स्ट्रेटजी लगा रहा है भाई? पहला मैच भी हार गया, दूसरा मैच भी हार रहा है.
I mean, progress across the board, but it's coming in round 5.
Yep.
Certainly want to see again low-hanging fruit, but you want to see Vitality take the fight to them. I don't want to see them passively looking to probe across the map,
steady,
and they haven't been able to methodically work their way through any of those rounds on Lotus, to my memory at least.
No. My concerns start now. I think it's seeing a flat Vitality into the start here, and obviously it compounds the problems for them. On the other side for LEV, they are walking on water. They're on cloud 9. Everything feels good, and it's not just a one-man show. It's not just like a Sato taking over the game or Neon taking over the game. It's everything going right, from the read to the strategy to the players behind it. Everything's perfect.
You see the commitment as well. Like once they feel that tempo and they've got the confidence, a perfect example on the bonus conversion. Again, for Neon to just go forwards with a Spectre in that situation. Paranoia's burn. He's got to just challenge, but he knows Spike Scene's there.
It's full faith.
It's the things that Pal's alluding to as well. It's like, guys, bail the guy out next to you. Fight for each other. Again, see them here split 3-2 across the map.
Here. Well, we wait and see, don't we? This time we will be having a listening with Vitality. And I'm sure it's going to be sour. From the word go, spikes in instantly. Removes Durka. Where's the danger going to come from now? What is the answer? What is the remedy for Vitality? Sayonara, is it going to be you? We're going to find out now on the listening.
Yeah. It's Fade towards A. He took info. Just come towards A, please.
Yeah, we're coming.
As for
Phoenix here.
Stefan, you have double flash, double satchel.
Yes.
Nice. Stefan, go to the rafter smoke, okay? And we focus side. David, I need you to TP out to side, okay?
Yeah.
TP out the height.
And
Okay.
they didn't have op. We go contact and we go on contact.
Yeah, it was me on the ramp and one rafters.
Let's pick me 3, 2, 1.
Let's go ramp.
4-0 हो गया
Can
भाई.
open the wall as well, boys, when you want to pick. Keep picking.
Yeah.
Careful left side ramp.
Yeah.
I'm ready to open the wall.
I don't see.
Ready to go.
Rafters after wall.
Only the one.
As the issue becomes, those contact plays are difficult against team that's trading like they are, hitting shots like they are. Sayonara gone, the tip of the spear fully blunted, and Spike's in already on the site. They are struggling on the way in, they're struggling with the shots. This is a masterclass from LEV. Sato's in on the fight as well. It is magic! It is poetry in motion for LEV, and nothing is stopping them now.
5-0 हो गया भाई.
Comes excruciating to watch a team struggle like this. I mean, right out of the timeout here, they're looking to maybe piece something together with Durka towards ramp. Again, you can hear as well, I mean, it's Yampi having to micro a lot of this. I'd almost feel more comfortable with just running drilled strats. Like I said, stacking up and at least trying to trade off each other. They really struggled.
Great करेगा तब जब दिखे भाई, दिखने से पहले मर जा रहा है ये लोग.
Here's that stack up, here's that side take just all together, trying to make it work when they can. Here comes the elbow from Sato, flash in, go. Can he find someone? Yes! Oh, and a second! Sato again and again just keeps going.
भाई क्या cover दिया भाई.
Bails him out.
Sayonara desperate to spray onto the reset there for Sato. Two of the best to ever do it left here in a 2v4. Guardian Chronicle.
ये निकाल लो यार, ये निकाल लो एलिस.
Scene, but Durka solo endeavor towards site here to get the plant.
How are you meant to look threatening like this? They know where you both are. Durka's not off the starting blocks yet. Shin, they could already start taking space. Kron then almost called into action. Durka looks to go forward already. Going to be sent away. There's the fight. Chronicle still can't get in to save his teammate. Falls. It's all on Durka. 1v4. Surrounded. Tries.
Nice shot. दो shot तो at least nice था. Nice try, nice try, nice try.
A clean slate.
Nice try, but
it's just another example. Again, the numbers overwhelming for LEV, but two of the GOATs made to look sheepish here in this post plant. And don't commit towards it. I mean, there's no bailout here for Durka unless Chronicle commits to that fight on ramp. Spike scene just playing with expectations.
अभी भी कुछ नहीं हुआ है bro. You can do it. You can do it.
What feels like killing blow.
You can do it, bro.
You scary Omen. At least step in the right direction, as I said. Drilled set strats here to try and isolate a player. Durka. Oh, throwback here with over the top. The Blade Storm, but doesn't find it. Blows will find Yampi.
He's been such a
यार ये क्यों बार-बार जा रहे हो यार? जान रहे हो, मर रहे हो, फिर भी ये जाना इन लोग को.
They look to try and get in on ramp here, but again, we saw the issues before for Kron. Look at him again. The Kron's a massacre! Everything is lining up for LEV. Kron a mile away, and look at it again. Similar scenes. This time Durka fights out forward, but Chronicle locked off. Can't get past anyone.
भाई क्या बोलूं इनको, क्या बोलूं मैं? भाई ए से तो पता नहीं भाई कितना प्यार है इनको. हार रहे फिर भी ए कमिट करना है इनको. ए कमिट करना है, ए पे ही जाके मरना है. मिड नहीं जा सकते, मिड से वॉक इन नहीं कर सकते किसी दूसरे साइड पे. ए जाना है, अब वो भी पांचों के पांचों को जाके मर जाना है और कुछ नहीं करना है, जाके मर जाना है. 7-0 हो गया. लास्ट मैच तो हारा भाई, 4-13 से हारा है. अभी 7-0 ये हारा गया. बेस्ट ऑफ 3 तो ऐसे ही चला गया भाई.
I mean, again, Yampi falling through sweat. You can't fold things like that, but at least for me, throwing something out to see if someone will stick. Unfortunately, I think the momentum, the sheer brilliance we're seeing from LEV here might be too little too late. I hate to say that. I mean, we've seen 7 rounds, but I feel like it's done.
Halfway
honestly.
in the grave, man. Halfway in the grave here. And this is when you look to your Yampis. You look to Pal. You look to your Dirkers, you look to the rest of the boys standing beside you, and you decide if you're going to go out with a whimper or if you're going to go down fighting.
Who rallies the troops here, though? Who's delivering?
Someone has to stand up and try.
They are being ripped apart. It's so hard for somebody to at least get
7-0 होगी यार, क्या बोलूं?
Operator out for Durka here. Ults available.
अब जब तक ये लगातार कंटिन्यूअस 5 राउंड एटलीस्ट 4 नहीं निकाल ले तो
Belief and faith are a hell of a thing here today, and LEV have it in droves.
लो भाई ऑपरेटर कर रहा है,
Made on Durka, though.
हारना है पर ऑपरेटर करना है भाई इनको.
Potentially invest. Can they stop the absolute brick wall that is against them, though?
Durka going to look for something here. I mean, LEV are just so happy now to just leave blows to command the A site.
Oh, he's been exceptional at it.
And then you walk into mid, you've got Sato and Spike Scene. Feast. Anybody from Vitality still dares to go forwards. No early win here for the operator. Happy now will send out the feelers towards ramp.
देखो यार स्पाइक लेके कहाँ जा रहा है वो?
No catch just yet for this early default, but Chronicle has slipped the net.
उन लोग का दिमाग अब काम करना बंद कर दिया है, मैं बता रहा हूँ. उन लोग का दिमाग ही काम करना बंद कर दिया है.
It's not like they've been getting these sites easily either, so banking on these ults to at least give them the way in. They need that to land.
ले भाई एक भी नहीं मरा.
But with the space garnered off of Chronicle, they're going to pull a mad rotate. He's got to
साइड क्लियर है, साइड क्लियर है, प्लांट कर.
And it's a messy shot, and he's being pressured. He's being punished. It's again perfection.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, नियॉन इंट्री मार चुका है.
Clearing sight. Yampy on the back lines tries to dive back in, but Spike's in clear sayonara. Sato's there. It's Durka. It's Prophet.
They're locked out.
They can't even get back to the spike. Not again. Not like this. Prophet does something, but he's got to do it all now. 1v2. He's dead. He's got LEV untouchable still. 8 rounds now. Can they do anything against it?
Nothing, bro. They can't do anything, bro. 8-0 अब कहाँ कुछ कर पाएगा भाई. लास्ट मैच तो बुरी तरीके से हारा, ये मैच भी हारेगा. अब क्या हार गया है भाई, अब क्या हारेगा. 8-0 हो गया. गधे हैं ये लोग भाई. ए पे खेलना है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ ए खेलना है भाई इनको. ए के अलावा तो इनको कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा. हार रहे फिर भी ए खेलना है, ए पे जाके मरना है. क्या बोलूं भाई. लास्ट में 4-13 से हारे भाई, 13-4 से. लास्ट सेकंड लास्ट राउंड भाई ऑपरेटर कर रहा था, बताओ अटैकिंग में. हार रहे फिर भी ऑफ करना है भाई इनको. क्या बोलूं भाई, हार चुके हैं ये लोग. देखो मिड जा रहा.
Didn't even really come close in terms of piecing together a comeback once LEV got rolling on Lotus. Chronicle now at least going to be noted from the previous round. Didn't even really cause an issue.
भाई बेस्ट ऑफ 3 होता है. सेकंड राउंड चल रहा है, सेकंड मैच चल रहा है, इसी में जीत गया भाई. तो बेस्ट ऑफ 3 तो यहीं खत्म हो गया भाई. कहाँ जाएगा.
Towards the A site, blows actually switching things up a little bit. Got a second player in support here towards Heaven.
And Spikes it not too far away. And I quite like the adjustment at this point. Could catch him off guard potentially, let's see. Was lulling them in, but that was a clean shot there from Yampy.
30 seconds left.
Clutching at straws though, looking for silver linings. Blows still on the side kick from behind. He gets a great catch on Durka. And there it is, Blows waited patiently. The adjustment in position, fantastic, and still doing damage even on the way down. And even 3v3, Yampy standing guard, trying to hold on to the line and
प्लांट करो, ये एटलीस्ट निकालो भाई. 4 राउंड बचे हैं तुम्हारे पास.
He's trying to do it all himself. Come on, all right, Vitality, finally
भाई. सेलिब्रेट मत कर भाई, तू लोग सेलिब्रेट मत कर अभी. एटलीस्ट अभी मत कर सेलिब्रेट भाई. 8 राउंड के बाद जीता है.
Beautiful shot.
We said who's going to be the difference maker, and it might be the captain.
I mean, it would be the one person to actually get the vibes back in the Vitality camp. Chronicle trying to rally behind that.
You need the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, the weight of the world on Yampi's shoulders right now. Neon presented here.
वाइपर
At least a very early deterrent for Vitality.
एक निकाल लेगा तो वाइपर ये हो सकता है वापस,
Happy now to at least contest
पर
this
निकाल
early
पाए
pressure
तो
towards A.
Scout destroyed.
Now they know there's an operation
बी पे एक है यार, क्या कर रहे हो बी पे यार?
a little more tangible.
The mid walk.
बाकी 3 मिड पे यार, इन्फो का वेट कर रहे, सही बोल रहा है ये लोग. अच्छा आ गया. मल्टीपल टावर ब्रो. नाइस नाइस नाइस. एक और आफ्टर, एक और आफ्टर. नाइस नाइस. ये हुआ ना, ये हुआ गेम प्ले भाई, ये हुआ गेम प्ले. ये गेम प्ले हुआ यार, ये हुआ ना गेम प्ले. ऐसे ऐसे खेलो गधो.
The chip away at the finances. Ulster consider here, but the first time they've really got bodies ahead of this flood. Sayonara does so well to reposition here. Again, at least demonstrating the understanding of what LEV are going to do and when. And for me, it's key to note the operator quick enough. Not an opportunity for Neon.
नहीं वापस भी मत जाओ यार.
Maybe a hint of complacency.
2 राउंड और है, 2 निकल जाएगा तो.
No, you can't. No.
Not at this point. Instantaneous Vipers.
Mid पे भाई. I have never seen. I never did bro. Alt on B. Sorry, mid.
Garner so much security.
I'm Viper main, but
why do I feel like Sato wants to go flash out at the backside of that?
Mid कभी नहीं किया.
I think we've watched a couple of games of them.
भाई Phoenix और Viper B पे भाई mid पे. Okay.
This is now all 4 players looking to once
Okay,
again
just
this side of the
4v1 है भाई, घुस जा.
He's going to be playing from heaven. Doesn't get noted. I think there we go. That was surely enough from the spot here. They're looking to try and overwhelm.
Okay, you're all ready.
50 seconds still.
Pit to be given up as
नहीं
well.
रोटेट मत कर यार, टाइम नहीं है, टाइम नहीं है, रोटेट नहीं, टाइम नहीं है.
Chronicle hasn't shown his hand just
अब
yet.
वहाँ पे फाइट लेगा.
No pressure towards blows.
और टाइम चला जाएगा.
Starting around Sato, not Spike Scene.
इंट्री
Provide some
भाई ऐसे रोटेट किया जैसे कि साइट क्लियर होके मिल गया भाई.
more here potentially. And an A site post plant.
लो भाई, करते रहो भाई, करते रहो, प्लांट करो तुम लोग भाई. करो करते रहो प्लांट अब.
Blows just seem to drop a player every time. Again, Vitality just think they have the keys to the castle. A misread. 13 seconds and the pit goes down. Maybe enough to secure some safety. The Prophet has to go wild.
भाई 2v5 है. गधा कहीं का. रोटेट बोला भाई, रोटेट नहीं भाई.
Feels too passive.
They've got so much time to piece this together.
Yeah, Chronicle's starting to feel it constricting around on the side. He's going to get one, but there's Prophet on the loss. Chronicle again trying to roll it back. Not to be. King maintains the crown for LEV. 9 rounds to their name.
GG हो गया भाई इनका.
GG हो गया. They're expecting it just to be the one anchor from heaven. The Spike Scene here so quickly. Walk into the blender. Sato sitting at 15-3.
Absolute heater of a game for him.
One away from another ult as well. Durka operator to hand.
Let's go.
And this is just to get them a 9-3.
Yeah. I don't think we can inform you enough how unlikely this becomes. But Prophet with a shot in the dark is going to be rewarded.
भाई स्ट्रीम कैसा लग रहा है बताना, कमेंट करके जरूर बताना और सब्सक्राइब कर लो. ये आज मैं पहली बार कर रहा हूँ ये, और स्ट्रीम मैं डेली करता हूँ, तो मेरा स्ट्रीम जाके चेकआउट कर सकते हो VALORANT पर. एक्चुअली आई एम एंजॉयिंग दिस. अच्छा लग रहा है. आने वाले समय में और अच्छे से होगा धीरे धीरे.
But he's already done down. I mean, that was an audacious attempt, but Neon!
My word.
Easy now, that's 3.
किस चीज का सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हो भाई? भाई किस कॉन्फिडेंस से ये सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है वैसे भाई गधो क्या बोलूं यार, किस कॉन्फिडेंस से वो खड़ा होकर सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है 3-9 पे.
Showing exactly why they are here, how good they are, and you don't want to miss how this closes out.
भाई सेलिब्रेट जो किया है भाई 3 राउंड जीता है, वो भी अभी. सेवन 0 था भाई. थ्री 9 पे भाई. बेस्ट ऑफ 3 का सेकेंड मैच चल रही है और एक राउंड ऑलरेडी ये लोग हार चुका है और ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि ये हार ही जाए भाई. 3-9 है, देखो क्या होता है स्प्लिट मैच. लेट्स जस्ट सी ब्रो, लेट्स होप द बेस्ट फॉर देम.
Look on Durka's face there.
Says it all.
Somewhat sums up this half. 9-3.
What a comparison as
He's
well.
already up, as said the conductor today. No trains, more the crowd behind us. He has been a superstar in the making. Nearly 2 aces in one map in that previous series. Opponent, they've got a 9-3 on the half.
Similar sort of situation to map 1 LEV. Again, you look at the playstyle, they don't have to force the issue here. It's vitality. Take the initiative.
Let's go. शुरू हो गया भाई, शुरू हो चुका है. डिफेंड में कुछ कर लो, अटैक में तो कुछ किया नहीं भाई. लो भाई, वाह, सच अ नाइस डिफेंड ब्रो. पुश कर रहा है भाई, सच अ नाइस डिफेंड ब्रो. शुरू हो गया भाई, शुरू हो चुका है. Such a nice defend bro. ये इनका गेम प्ले देखो भाई, इनका गेम प्ले देखो. सारे के सारे इवेंट्स आ गए.
Hello and goodbye. Chronicle, what? It's a double, but it's quickly dealt with.
2v2 है. Okay. They can do this.
I mean, roll it back to the first half. I guess Yampy is an unknown quantity, but keep your eye on the spike.
Profex just figured this out at the right time.
Okay, it's V.
Heaven, but a chance here, certainly on the spawn cross.
Omen knows.
Does he spam in? Yes, he does.
Okay, great catch for Profex.
That was nice, bro.
I have the spike. In a 1v2. Do you dare do the dance now?
Yeah.
Easy. You got to stay buttoned up here. These guys command the authority. He has to back away.
Now.
Gonna spot them. Blows now. Still making mountains out of molehills. How have you done that? How the hell have you done that?
What, bro? They deserve to lose.
Do no wrong. Even here, that first instance.
भाई वो जिगल पिक लेने के बाद दोनों को मार दिया भाई.
It starts how it ends. The trade not landing at the right time here.
भाई I just can't believe bro, can't believe.
Double digits on the board.
भाई हारने के बाद इतना अगर
As Spike's in, just looking like he's in full control now. Confidence exuding.
just
Look to end towards B.
I give up bro, I give up. VIT gonna lose, I give up.
So it's somewhat is crushed. As you already
क्या
see,
क्या था अभी क्या था वो
King gonna know one they try and shut down.
अटैक में तो भाई
cavalry's coming.
डिफेंड में भी वही हाल है भाई.
Now they're playing deathmatch in spawn. And Chronicle does
देखो भाई प्लांट किधर हो रहा है, ये लोग खेल किधर रहे हैं.
Going back all the way for the upgrade. Oh,
it's outside
that's
the map.
foul business. What you gonna do now? Oh no.
One enemy remaining.
No. Okay, at least the knife's been put
Don't knife him.
Oh, he's still finishing with a flourish, man. This is the
भाई
final. They just don't care. They feel no pressure.
नियॉन के लिए सैल्यूट है भाई.
Go forwards here again, just get
सैल्यूट टू नियॉन ब्रो.
simply outclassed.
सैल्यूट ब्रो.
It's disgusting.
It's all smiles.
भाई
God, what are you meant to do against it? Well, this bonus feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it.
they just lost it bro. कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है उनसे.
The rifles to come out here for Vitality. Spam here early on, but LEV again, you can see the wind in their sails now, straight up middle.
Yeah, but Sayonara is going for a push. We are going to have a listen in.
Okay, this one you got it.
Let's see how they're coping with this pressure.
Dois B, dois CT, fria. CT?
Pedal, Paquinho. Tá comigo.
भाई नियॉन.
Homem 120 na raise.
Okay, 1v2, 1v2.
3 balas. Plantar aqui é muito bom, você pegar o
Só planta.
अरे
Vou fazer, King.
Eu gostei, eu sei onde você vai jogar.
Bomb.
Spike planted.
This side of the map. Of course, it's going to be blows. But his HP is so low, 18. But if anything right now, it feels like they just couldn't do anything wrong. It's kept in check by Durka in the end. Extending play here for Vitality.
Such fine margins here.
सेलिब्रेट तो मत करो यार तुम लोग.
So few for Vitality, but
सेलिब्रेट जैसा गेम प्ले है नहीं.
A little more scrappy on the side of LEV, but like I said, I mean they're happy to throw
11-4
like
यार.
that, especially on a bonus, like you said, yeah. Chipping away at any sort of cushion, any semblance of stability that Vitality are just begging for. Early ult's not going to be a factor here for Vitality at least. Spike scene, just missing one. Sato too. We have the Nightfall available. 4 blows.
And it just looks like they're just again so direct.
Oh my word.
And Sato giving another gift there. Prophet's gone, man. King and Unison.
गया भाई.
Both sides of the map, they succeed.
खत्म है, कहानी खत्म है भाई. कहानी सेट इनका.
Reduce the numbers of Vitality here. Again, nobody's going forwards. There's no attempt to at least equal the odds here. LEV just freeze outside B.
As they should.
क्या ज़रूरत है?
Wide open sight here for the taking.
B पूरा क्लियर करके छोड़ दिया भाई.
Again, you're hoping they go forwards here and clear.
But they're so scared.
You had to get somebody ahead of this sight here.
11-4 है यार.
Confidence
नहीं है क्या इन पे?
Saving against right now.
अरे भाई इंट्री भाई पूरा साइड क्लियर है भाई.
You don't want to.
I know. That's the part, isn't it? It's so bittersweet in these moments. Maybe the right call, yes. That temptation beckoning and King waiting on the other side.
It's just always in this sort of position, King.
Okay. Hold, Viper, hold. You will get 2.
He's here. He strikes first. Oh, and a headshot to follow. He wants to hunt him down, get 3. No. Chronicle stays alive. Durka still in this, but a 2v4.
Now, there's your save call.
Yeah, you cancel on that because they're just not making these mistakes. They have to give up 12.
They just lost, bro. They stopped series.
It's only Durka and Profek to carry money out of this as well. Jesus. I said the early progress not there for some of the key ultimates, and really you look towards the pit.
Nice.
The Blade Storm, the showstopper to offset the buy, but that's number 12 found. Lev looking to repeat that map 1 scoreline here. On their own map pick this time around. Profek is caught on a peak ahead of a smoke as well.
भाई लास्ट मैच में 413 से आ रहा था, ये भी 413 से ही आ रहेगा लग रहा है.
Catch him in the first 3 bullets.
These guys are operating at
अंदर डिफरेंस बस यही है कि भाई लास्ट मैच में 4 पहले बना लिया था, इस राउंड में लास्ट में बना रहा है इस मैच में 413.
Lock in, folks. This might be a bloodbath, and it might be over quick. Already spikes in on the hunt. Does he check?
Neon को देखो भाई कहाँ गया.
Fights forward, off the chain but dead. Blows eviscerating both, leaving Yampi, Kron, and Profek to try and put this back together.
Oh, super low here. He won't get the pit off the plant.
Face your
Vitality looking to clear through here. Ult to slow things down from blows. Doesn't catch anybody on this first peak.
Great layering.
Perfect.
It's so good to win. Look at this.
अब कहाँ बहुत टफ है यार, टफ नहीं बहुत टफ है.
Vitality second by second seeing their chances dwindle. Yampi kicks down the door.
3-3 है, okay,
He
nice.
needs someone else there to help him out now. Spikes in still on the side. Chronicle comes on.
वाह, Neon का ult खुल गया भाई.
King as well. Patient in the back lines. Spikes in. He's done it. It might be Vitality, but Lev looks like the Apex Predators today. This new generation is petrifying.
Back-to-back 13-4s here. Total dominance displayed here from this Lev roster.
Last round भी 13-4 था यार.
Even the Vito coming into this, they've just gone from strength to strength here in London. Heartbreaking to see Vitality bow out like this.
It's the ones that you'll learn the most from.
Yeah.
But today it was a clear-cut picture. Lev are simply better. They came out swinging, form at an all-time high. Vitality, I think, over-delivered in some minds. They did incredibly well. But the moment will be for the new young guns on the stage.
I mean, it's just got to feel so good playing alongside players like Sato, Spikesy, Neon as well. Everybody stepping up to the plate here in London. And what an exciting team to watch.
बहुत अच्छा राउंड था यार. दोनों मैच.
Making history for themselves.
दोनों अच्छा राउंड था यार.
I wouldn't want to face them. There's something about that team, a little bit of an X factor, hard to quantify.
What a terrifying pool of teams we have left here.
Jesus.
I mean, an exciting culmination regardless here in London. But Lev at least didn't have to sweat for this one. Not going to be a high-pressure scenario going into the follow-up series here. But I'm so excited to see that matchup.
You and me both, man. You and me both. You got to work for your revenge if you want to make it to HyperX. We'll be waiting all that way in the finals. Rather masterful team before you get there. So as said, job not done for Lev, but a moment to breathe. We will be in a moment sending it down to Frankie, who's down at the stage, and once obviously a couple of those signs have been, you know, autographed, I think she'll be standing by with Spikes in for that Verizon post-match interview. I can't wait to hear from them, because this has to be a fantastic moment as we wait for the go-ahead, and I think they are looking just about ready. So let's hand it over there, down to the stage.
Spikes in, congratulations. Top 3 is now guaranteed. How were you able to topple and dominate Vitality on both maps?
Então, primeiramente, parabéns. Agora vocês garantiram o top 3. Como vocês conseguiram
भाई 2 ही मैच में खत्म हो गया भाई.
contra a Vitality?
Eu acho que ao decorrer da Lauer, a gente foi criando muita confiança pra gente conseguir se impor nos jogos. Então, tipo, a gente só tá demonstrando o fruto dos nossos treinos, do nosso dia a dia.
Like, as the Lauer went through, like, we developed this confidence that we could go
चलो भाई.
further and further, and it's
ठीक है.
just basically like us harvesting all the hard work.
मिला जाए बाद में भाई, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय। सब्सक्राइब कर लेना भाई, क्योंकि मैं अब कंटिन्यू रहने वाला हूँ। ये सब स्ट्रीम मेरा होते रहेगा, मैं रेगुलर होने वाला हूँ इस पे। आई स्ट्रीम डेली, सो गो एंड चेक आउट। मैं डेली स्ट्रीम करने वाला हूँ, मैं डेली स्ट्रीम करता हूँ वैलोरेंट, तो गो एंड चेक आउट एंड सब्सक्राइब। और ऐसे स्ट्रीम देखने के लिए भी सब्सक्राइब कर लेना, क्योंकि मैं इस पे भी रेगुलर होने वाला हूँ। तब तक के लिए फिर से बाय बाय, लव यू, सब्सक्राइब, थैंक यू सो मच।